open? That's the idea. Yes. All right, I gotta go get a light back. You're not gonna see your face. You're still red.
And then that'll get you a better call sign. The contract is getting in my nose at times out of the day.
It gets very green. Like you got, where you might have to take a shower. You think you're at 10 items, and like those, like, incredibly stuck on. Okay, good. Love it.
How's the lighting? How's the lighting? It out? Darius, I think we should move it into the light.
The writing on that is really long. I mean, like, I was so accepted. The dialogue was great. Wow. You're dramatic, how I won't pay for that. No, we're not doing it this time. I'm going to see you. You're talking to me.
Check, check. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is a
Okay, so it's similar to. But I don't think so.
You're enjoying it. That's great. Yeah.
Can you favor?
You don't want silhouette of the person? Station by that for you?
Are we scooting forward, or what's happening with this?
No. It'd be better if they were inside, right?
check, check, check. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Any scratchiness? Check, test 1, 2, 3. Podium to moat box to cameras. Mic check, test 1, 2. Hey, hey, hey. Check, test 1, 2, 3.
One more mic check, please.
Podium to the moat box to the cameras. Cameras back to master control. Mic check, test 1, 2, 3. Are you in line or mic? Check, test 1, 2, 3. Podium to moat box to the cameras. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey, hey. Line level, mic level. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Podium to the moat box to the cameras. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 1. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Hey, hey, hey. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Podium to the moat box to the cameras. Any audio, line, mic level. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Anything. Check, test 1, 2, 3. Podium to the moat box to the cameras. Check, test 1, 2, 3.
No, I just like that. It's like the illusion that you just materialize, like, oh, actually, oh.
Two speakers from the lectern. So we'll have to get a couple of interviews after. I don't like
Would going back a foot help anything, or is this? Would going back with a podium a foot help anything, or
It doesn't matter.
It is.
The sun's going to hit the same way.
Yeah.
That's why I put the light on the other side.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sun's just going to hit it the same way. Won't matter.
Test, 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 test. You're probably wondering why I've gathered you all here today. Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Good.
Adams, Adamski.
Are you good? Huh? Yes. 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 Okay. All right. Are we ready? Good afternoon. Standing behind me, we have Councilmember Owens. We have Assistant Chief Flagler. You're going to be hearing from Director Mark Riley. We have Chief McKinley. We have Vice Mayor Jan Michelle Kearney. We have Eric Jamison, our OPDA Director, and Assistant City Manager Kathy Bailey. So as you know, we are anticipating a major winter storm this weekend with significant snowfall and extremely cold temperatures predicted. When we spoke with the National Weather Service this morning, they are forecasting between 8 to 12 inches of snow over the course of 2 days. What is going to make this storm challenging is not just the accumulation of snow, but the duration. Right now, it's predicted that the snow will begin falling on Saturday afternoon and continue to come down all the way into Sunday, possibly even going into Monday morning. That means that when our crews are out plowing the roads, more snow is coming down right behind them. That's also going to make the roads very dangerous. Fresh snow makes it slippery and causes visibility issues. And at the more basic level, adding more snow on top of what we already plowed means the streets won't be snow-free for quite a while. So my simplest and most urgent message is this: please stay home this weekend. Pop some popcorn, watch a movie, break out the board games, or play in the snow with your family. But keep our snowplow drivers and their families on your mind and let them do their job without unnecessary traffic or on the road. Of course, if you have no choice but to drive, please be cautious. Give yourself plenty of extra time to arrive and make a lot of space for our plows and trucks. Because of the intensity of this weekend's forecast, I am officially designating a snow emergency in the city of Cincinnati as outlined by the Municipal Code, Section 502-25. Please be aware that this is different from the Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3 snow emergencies that can be declared by Hamilton County. The snow emergency I'm activating today is specific to city streets that are marked as snow emergency routes. These are clearly marked using signs, and they typically overlap with areas used for street parking. During the snow emergency, you cannot park your car in these areas. We are able to tow you and fine you if you are not in compliance. So please, check where you're parked and move your car. If you're in a snow emergency route, you need to move to a different spot. And even if you aren't, if an alternate parking spot is available to you, please use it. Parked vehicles are unfortunately a big challenge for our snowplows. And if we can get as many people out of the street parking and into driveways and garages as possible, it will make a huge difference this weekend. As we typically do with winter weather events, we'll be activating the Emergency Operations Center throughout the weekend to better coordinate our response between local, county, and state agencies. The EOC is an incredible resource that helps us share information and get everyone together. And I'm joined here by Assistant Fire Chief Matt Flagler, a familiar face to all of you, who will be helping run the EOC as he so frequently does. We are also going to activate the extreme winter weather daytime shelter this weekend at St. Anthony Center at 1615 Republic Street in O2R. The center will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as a place where people can come inside to escape the cold. In partnership with St. Francis Seraph Ministries and with the help of city volunteers, we'll have free food and drinks and connections to resources and wraparound services for folks coming in to stay warm. In the morning and evening, Metro will provide free transportation between St. Anthony and Shelter House for people who need somewhere to stay overnight as well. Meanwhile, our crews from DPS will be hard at work treating and plowing the streets. As I said during previous snow events this winter, no one works harder in bad weather than the men and women of DPS. Crews began pre-treating roads yesterday, and they will begin alternating 12-hour snow plowing shifts tomorrow morning. That means plows will be clearing snow around the clock for the next several days. Over the past year, we've invested in new training, new trucks, and new technology to meet the challenges Mother Nature presents us. I have full faith in DPS and Director Mark Riley, and we'll handle the snow as efficiently as possible. But it bears repeating. The long duration of the snowfall means that this is a marathon, not a sprint. It might even be an ultra marathon at this point. So the most important thing is that people help us out by staying off the roads and moving their parked vehicles if they can. Please use the snowplow tracker on our website to check the status of the roads, and use 311 to report problems and sign up for important alerts. Please also be patient. We're all in this together, and we all have a role to play. I hope that everyone's hearing this message will use this weekend to stay home and give some grace to the folks working 12 hours straight to clear the roads. Do your part, be responsible, and be understanding as we tackle this storm. I want to say an early thank you to the city staff who are prepared to work long hours in difficult conditions over the course of this several days. We have drivers from multiple departments who will be out plowing and moving snow, volunteers who will be staffing our daytime shelter, and countless city workers who will be manning the phones and making sure essential city services are operating even in the extreme conditions. I'm so grateful for this dedication and will be here supporting them every step of the way. I'll now introduce Director Mark Riley from the Department of Public Service to speak more about what's planned for this weekend.
Good afternoon. I'm going to share a winter weather response overview. We have 65 drivers and trucks with plows that are assigned to snow routes for this event. Additional trucks and personnel are on standby and can be deployed as needed. Crews began pre-treating roads on Monday night, including all residential routes using liquid treatments to reduce ice bonding. Light salting of city streets began this morning and will continue until the storm starts. Salt and bead heat materials. The city currently has 20,000 tons of salt available. We will be receiving additional salt on Tuesday. Additional bead heat will be delivered on Saturday morning. The city has updated its weather response technology and materials for this season. Drivers completed additional training this fall just to focus on this type of an event. The storm is expected to cause significant travel impacts. Roads may become snow-covered quickly during high snowfall. During active snowfall, crews will prioritize priority 1 routes, major roads, and emergency corridors. It may take time to return to residential streets during this heavy accumulation. Once snowfall begins to taper off, crews will shift back to residential neighborhoods as quickly and as safely as possible. We're working 12-hour shifts. That begins on Saturday a.m. Crews will operate around the clock throughout the storm. Plow roads may become covered again quickly during the peak snowfall. This is normal during a major winter event. Full clearing city streets will depend on snowfall totals, storm duration, and the temperature. Public safety message. Residents are strongly encouraged to stay home, stay warm, and stay off the roads during the storm. Staying off the roads help our crews to work safely and efficiently. If traveling is absolutely necessary, drive slow, leave extra stopping distance, and give snowplows plenty of room. Our commitment. The City of Cincinnati is prepared, well supplied, and ready to respond. We appreciate the community's patience as crews work to keep the city streets safe. And I also want to thank the team of DPS, MSD, Water, Parks and Recreation, and the Department of DOTE for their assistance during this snowstorm. The crews are committed, they're well prepared, and we like your support. Thank you.
All right, do we have time for any questions? Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. The technology that we're using, all of our snow drivers have tablets, and they will be able to see the routes and where they're going. But this tablet is tied into our snow tracker. That way, our residents will be able to see when we were on their streets. We have used it. We've had 5 events, and we've used it each event.
I know you've had experience in Western Ohio and Central Ohio, and the trip out to Denver to learn from that state. What are some, from your experience, this will be it's like Stacey and Bailey had said prior to last January, it's been 17 years since we had such a big storm than that one. But here we are, 12 months later, another big storm. What are some things that you bring to the table based on your experience, having seen probably some pretty tough events in other parts of the state in particular?
My experience is patience. During this storm, we have to be very patient. I know everyone wants their roads passable, but with the amount of accumulation that we'll be receiving, it's going to be difficult for us to say, hey, the roads will be passable within 24 hours. But all we ask for, and through my experience, is just asking the community to just be patient, because we're working 12-hour shifts, and we're putting down materials, and we will be plowing. So we just ask for, again, you asked my experience is just having the community be patient with us, because we're out there fighting.
Director Riley, you said that you're going to get another salt delivery on Tuesday. Do we have enough salt to get us through this event?
Absolutely. We currently have 20,000 ton, and that should take us at least until the following week. But we want to just make sure we're being very proactive. So we ordered the salt just to make sure we have enough to continue fighting this event.
A lot of people that we heard from said that snow tracker did not necessarily work in the last snow events as they had hoped. It showed that they had their street plowed on the snow tracker, but they looked outside and it didn't appear to be plowed. Was everything working the way it was supposed to on that snow tracker in the last event? And are we expecting it to work as well or better in this next event?
Okay, Eric, would you like to answer that question, please?
You can announce yourself.
Sure. Eric Jameson, Office of Performance and Data Analytics. Absolutely, it will be reliable. Of course, there's a training component to this. So as we've experienced the last 5 events, we've become better trained. Our technology has become more reliable. Will there be potential issues? Sure, but I think it will be significantly more reliable as we continue to learn, both on the technology front and the training side. Yes, we have additional server capacity. We think we've got multiple contingency plans. I don't foresee that being an issue.
Absolutely. My advice would be, for instance, I'm already practicing behavior myself. This evening, when I'm going home, I'm going to park in the driveway. if you have a neighbor that has a driveway and you know there is signs that are throughout the city where you say in emergency, it's red and white signs, and they say on snow emergency, no parking. That's what you need to look up and utilize as a guiding light for where you need to not park. We have been in close communication with our police department, who will be looking out for that, because we want to make sure we make as less disruption to people, allow our clouds to flow around as freely as possible. So just make sure, look at that sign. I know you've seen it. Just make sure you're not parking there, and utilize a neighbor or somebody else to use their parking space if you don't have one yourself.
We have an additional 12 plows available and ready. We've done a great job with our fleet department, making sure that our equipment was ready for the very first storm. And even when it's not snowing, we have our fleet staff working on the snow plows and all of our snow equipment. With this accumulation as anticipated, 48 hours is going to be very tough. All I can say is let's be patient, because we're going to do our best, because right now we're looking at 6 to probably 12 inches of snow. So we just want to make sure that we get the roads passable at this time. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you at all. I'm sorry. Okay. My thoughts, we just want to see what kind of type of accumulation we have. Hopefully Tuesday, but we're going to be working around the clock until we can get all the roads passable.
City Manager Long, one more to you. Any federal input on the FEMA? Are we at that stage yet? Or are we hearing anything from the feds and relevant districts considering the scope of your support?
What I would say is that there are several, like during flooding and stuff, when we do have damage of that nature, we have in the past utilized FEMA funds to help in that. But that would be what I would be using Assistant Chief Matthew Flagler to recommend if there is damage of that we would utilize those opportunities to get reimbursements.
Hey, Chief Flagler, do you mind stepping up?
Right now, our federal work is around dealing with the Weather Service, who's a great partner. We meet with them daily. And then, like the city manager said, we have access to the Department of Transportation with some of the highway issues in case we need to communicate with them. But this is mostly a local issue.
Chief Flagler, do you anticipate anything different now, given the new technology, given the size of this storm, given new roads, new slowing mechanisms on the streets?
Yeah, most of that's going to be for Director Riley. I think his team is ready to go. I know that we're ready to coordinate. I feel very confident around the team that's coordinating in the moment to make sure that all the city agencies are focused on the mission.
No, unfortunately, the weather stations are not. We just received them yesterday. There was a backlog on them, and so we will have them up next week. I'm sorry, the drones.
Hi, Kathy Bailey, Assistant City Manager. Waterworks and Sewer have drones available to help us. However, our priority right now is to utilize more of their staff to help go out and clear the roads. And so we're focusing on that first. And if we need to put those drones up in certain areas, we'll be able to do so.
Question for Director Riley. We're going to get some extreme cold temperatures right after the snow event. Is my understanding that has an effect on how effective our treatment, the road treatment is. Can you talk about that and whether we're prepared to deal with that?
We are prepared. The liquid material we use, bead heat, is used just for those low temperatures. We have included it in our salt, but it's a treatment that we can also use when the temperature drops.
And Director, could you talk about there's been a tremendous number of new slowing bumps and things of that nature that have been added since the last major storm that we've had. How does that affect your plow drivers?
Well, I think with our plow drivers, the additional training that they've had, we had a robust training to make sure that every driver can operate every piece of equipment as far as a dump truck, a construction truck, or a pickup truck. So that way, no matter what type of conditions they're out on, they have experience with a vehicle with a plow on it.
I'm talking about the new bumps in the road, the speed
Oh, you mean
bumps
the traffic
and things
stops?
of that nature.
Oh, the speed bumps. Oh, we'll handle that because we've already had 5 events. So every driver has been assigned to a particular route. So they know that route. They know where all the speed humps are. They know where all the steel plates are. So it shouldn't be a problem with them because they're aware of their certain areas on their routes.
I imagine you would like to have had weather reporting stations in place prior to tomorrow or Sunday. Disappointed in that, or was that expected? I've been reporting the last couple of days of how beneficial those will be at some point. Perhaps not for this snowstorm, obviously, but what's your thought about that?
I would expect it because every city in the country are made an order. So they were just late getting them to us. So.
Well, when we have those, how beneficial will that be? I've never heard of them.
Okay, it'll be very beneficial because in the 10 locations that we have established, we'll be able to see the snow depth, the road temperatures, and also we'll have there's a video that we can watch what's going on that particular intersection. So that would allow us to say if it's snowing more on the west side, we have a visual that we can, send our workforce over to the west side.
Director Riley, I know you guys are grinding the roads, you're doing it all right on it. Are you guys going to be laying down salt during the snowfall on Saturday and Sunday, or are you guys going to wait until it stops?
No, we're going to be treating the streets throughout the store.
Last question.
When it comes to the plows on standby, the extra employees, does that have to do with, I know it was October, this first press conference we had about the changes in the snow response, does that have to do with the number of employees and a number of postal employees, or those people on standby extra here besides the 65?
All hands are on deck. We've already set up having additional staff on standby, so we're all prepared. We have all hands on deck.
Are those just other city employees, or those people within DPS, outside of DPS?
The departments are DPS.
Are those people within DPS, city employees outside of DPS?
Of the outside employees, we're working with MSD, Water, DOTE, Parks and Recreation. They're assisting us with this. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we got this. Wow. I know.